Looking for Canada on Facebook, on Twitter, now on G+, and the podcast starts now.
This is blasphemy. This is madness.
This is Deadpool!
So here we are. A thief, two thugs, an assassin, and a maniac. But we're not gonna stand by as evil wipes out the galaxy. I guess we're stuck together. Partners.
Are you telling me the fate of 12 billion people is in the hands of these criminals?
Oh, yeah. I look around, you know what I see? Losers. But life's giving us a chance.
To do what?
Something good, something bad, a bit of both.
Oh, what the hell? I don't got that long a lifespan anyway.
Thing like me, except me.
They call themselves the Guardians of the Galaxy. This might not be the best idea.
I mean, when it comes down to it, is that 61-inch TV, definitely you can see the quality compared to 50 plasma. Like, it hurts you. Hurts you. You need to go to the bathroom or anything? Are you good?
I got coffee. I'm good.
You got coffee. Okay. Well, with that said, episode 100. Holy shit.
100?
You're 100.
I'm 100.
You are 100.
100.
So, the Mountain Man, that's who the secret guest is this week, is on episode 100. I don't even know how that worked out.
I don't either.
It wasn't even planned, really.
No.
The only part that was planned is that we're going to go see a movie. But then we figured out the part out. I was like, holy shit, it's 100 episodes already. So this week, AJ, the Mountain Man, is joining us. And we're going to talk about the Guardians of the Galaxy. We just left the theater, just sat down. Well, grab coffee, of course. Because
Wow.
AJ needs to have coffee.
Tim Hortons stock dropped 4 points. And the market was closed.
And the stock market is closed. Send us a text. Make sure he goes to Timmy's before you start your podcast. On it.
Done.
If you ever want to make him happy, extra large, double. He will accept it. Unless it's mailed. He will not accept it.
I've drinking cold coffee before.
Why is this package leaking? Double. That's mine. So, I guess Guardians of the Galaxy is a very hot movie right now. I guess we can agree to that. It's already made a lot of money at the box office. There was a lot to take in from this film. I think positives I saw. I got to see Thanos.
Yes.
Got to see Thanos. That was nice.
Done well.
Not Josh Brolin-ish.
No.
Not yet.
Not yet.
So I guess the storyline is this: is that tell them what you told me in the car about the opening. That was kind of funny.
When with the opening and you find out later, obviously it's Star-Lord, but
Yeah.
as a kid and then in the hospital and with his mom dying, I had to realize, I'm like, oh, this is actually the movie. I'm like, maybe I should pay more attention. I thought it was a trailer. I'm like, oh, okay.
I was wondering why I looked over at him at that. I don't think he had an epiphany. Oh, and this is the movie. Awesome.
Light bulb.
The storyline wasn't too bad, I guess. Like, I mean, it touches on some things that has been in and around the Marvel Universe. Like, we got to see, I don't know if you call it, like the Tesseract, which was a huge piece from the Thor friend part of it.
Right. Okay.
We got to see that when they're explaining the Infinity Stones and stuff to that effect. So let's just start with the cast. Now I understand why James Kirk fucks green broads. Now I understand. I mean, when I saw Zoe sit down, I was like,
I was iffy on her to begin with.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't seen her in a lot of stuff, but I'm not a fan. But I agree, yes. In green, hot.
Columbiana is the first movie that comes to mind. If you haven't seen it, I actually say you would enjoy it because it's actually a good action film for her. But just when she came on set, I was in the same boat. I was just like, I don't know how I'm going to take to this. And then when I saw her play the character, I'm like, done! Like, more than one way or one. Clean up aisle me. And then we got to see Chris Pratt play as Star-Lord. The beauty part is, and which is what I've been telling people, like Mo as an example, is that the benefit I have of me going into this film is that I know nothing.
Same. No background story.
So I can't be mad.
And you know me and comic book movies and my utter and sheer rage when it comes to comic book movies because of how they destroy the storyline. Yes, I get Hollywood needs to make money.
Right.
You know, you can't do X-Men Days of Future Past with Kitty Pryde.
No.
It doesn't work.
Doesn't sell t-shirts.
No.
No, Wolverine does.
Yes. Hugh Jackman, yeah, okay.
Okay.
But yes, no background storyline, you know, with character knowledge and all the background. It just, I'm kind of glad I didn't.
Yeah.
It was enjoyable.
Yeah.
And based on that, I would definitely put it, like I say, in my top 5 of comic book movies.
Yeah.
But definitely slow to start.
Yeah, it was a slow start because they was trying to introduce everyone.
Yeah.
Because I don't think, and this is just me from the outside looking in, I don't think Guardians of the Galaxy is a huge franchise in the Marvel world as much as like comparison to the X-Men or a comparison to Avengers.
Captain America.
Like right now in the movie industry, they're nobody compared to everyone else because everyone else has already had established storylines for years. And then they bring Guardians of the Galaxy. Like Chris Pratt's character, Star-Lord, not really explained much till the end. Then it's kind of like, okay, I see where we're going with that. Then I think Zoe Saldana's character was more explained than anyone else.
Yeah. The
adopted daughter.
And Nebula, of course.
And Nebula. Now, I gotta ask you a question about Nebula. When she was screaming, did she sound like a German? Like she should be yelling, Snell! Snell! Just the one scene when she's yelling at the guards, like, go do this now! Snell! Snell!
Nine!
It was like, Jesus Christ. Last Crusade? I'm waiting for Sean Connery to come out of nowhere?
Harrison Ford in an old beat-up Jeep. As long as we don't get Shia LaBeouf, we're okay.
No, but seriously, it really bothered me. I just wanted to yell that. And Schnell! Schnell! I just wanted to yell it. It was a couple times I made comments. I don't know if you caught them. But
no.
I'm bad when I go to the theater because I'm sarcastic to the movie. Like, some things they'll do, I'm like, that was fucking stupid. Like, some of it doesn't make sense. But she definitely played a good Nebula. I don't know much, so I'm going to say she played good. She played a very annoying villain who should have been a German. We agreed that Thanos was great. Even, 3 minutes, maybe 4 minutes?
Oh, well, you see his back for about 3 minutes, and then you see him for maybe 60 seconds.
Yeah.
Aside from the...
Looks great.
Base. Yeah, absolutely. Did him up right, you know. From all the comic books and previous, you know what he looks like. Yeah. They held true.
Absolutely. I think Thanos stands out as a very big character. It's like two villains that always will scare the shit out of me. Thanos and Apocalypse. Those are the two characters like, oh god, that's a fist fight I don't want to be a part of. But then you got to meet this character, Ronan, know nothing about him. No. First time I've ever met that character.
I no previous knowledge. I don't know if it is a character in the storyline or not.
Don't even understand it. Does he like eye makeup, beard? I don't know what he had going on there.
The funny part was I didn't even realize who the actor was until probably about halfway through the movie. Okay. And then I caught the voice.
Who is it?
It's an actor from AMC's new show, *Halt and Catch Fire*.
Okay.
He plays Joe. It's all about setting up and cloning IBM, and they create like one of the first laptops.
Okay, I think I've heard about
But he's the sales manager and the pitch man.
Okay.
And he's a real douchebag in the show. So it translated very well.
Well, yeah, just a douchebag with powers.
It's like, oh yeah, okay, now I'm a douchebag with an Infinity Stone. Okay.
No, and then we got Rocket Raccoon, played by Bradley Cooper, which he didn't really. I was like, certain things he said, it sounded like him, but there was a lot of other things like, is this really him? Like,
aside from knowing who it was, I never would have picked it at all.
he was a good fit. I think he has that type of cockiness to that type of character that he can bring forward. I think there's a lot of times that they tried making a joke that it was a very dry joke, and a lot of people did not find it funny. And then the character that stole the show for AJ was Groot.
Groot was
Vin Diesel
fantastic.
made a fantastic paycheck off of 3 words.
Four.
Four. I am Groot. Oh, and
I am Groot, and then in the
That's
end,
fine.
we are Groot.
So that's 5 words.
No, 4.
Well, I am Groot.
And then
We
we
are. He said we.
Oh,
are.
we are. Okay,
Oh,
my
shit.
bad.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
crap.
Grammar Nazis.
Mathematic fail. Oh, shit.
Oh, that's 3 coffees you don't get today.
But
That's a Tim Hortons break.
absolutely stole it. Just for sheer timing of it and the interaction with Rocket.
Yes.
Because he's going off in a big tangent, rage, whatever, and then I am Groot. And then all of a sudden, he answers him like it's without a stop or a
Now,
beat.
that kind of reminded me of a huge franchise. It reminded me of Star Wars.
No.
It does.
I didn't even put it that way.
I did. He reminds me of like he's R2 talking to C-3PO, and only C-3PO's catching out what's going on. Or even his conversations with Luke. He's like,
I was...
yeah, don't do anal, I get it.
I went even more modern than that. I was thinking Game of Thrones and Hodor.
Yeah, actually.
That's the first thing that came to my mind. Hodor. Bran, he's like, Hodor,
That guy
pick me
gets-
up. Hodor.
Shit.
Over here. Hodor. What?
It was funny because I remember that conversation. It's like, no, we don't do that. I am Groot. I almost said Hodor over there. Shit. I think he did great. I think the ending, which was funny, we were actually laughing our asses off at the end because spoilers, shut up. Groot more or less gets discombobulated, blown up,
Shattered into ridiculous amounts of pieces.
So then Rocket decided to take a twig and start growing it back into Groot. I think it was funny because he's holding it and then the head just starts moving.
Yeah.
And then the ending, there's a scene with we totally skipped Batista. We were talking about him on the way.
Well, yeah, we were talking about it. We'll get back to him because
But there's a part at the end where Batista's like sharpening a knife, and then Groot's dancing to what song is that by the Jackson 5?
ABC.
ABC, and he starts dancing, and then Drax looks over and he stops frozen. Like, oh
And
shit.
then Drax turns back around and Plank keeps on
again.
dancing. Yeah, it was definitely humorous.
Like, I actually want to ask Vin Diesel how much money he made. I'm curious.
I'm sure you can find
This is
out.
great work for him. and Mark must be glad to hear that there was no a white wife beater or brown khakis in this movie.
No, not at all.
Because that's his typical clothing. Or we know Chronological Critic, they just spray painted the clothes he was wearing black. Hey,
Spray paint latex, hey, whatever.
It works. And then we'll go to Batista, I guess. Batista was a thesaurus. I have to agree with that statement.
Well, we are probably sure there was no ad-libbing in this movie for him. You know, the lines he had, very, very straight.
Yeah.
You know, being, lack of emotion, which is pretty normal for Batista, even in his wrestling career.
I didn't know we were going to dig that deep today. Start bringing up his great matches against Booker T, The Undertaker.
We don't have to because you know how every single one of his matches
So dry.
was.
But, well,
He's the modern day Hogan.
oof. No, you know what? Hogan was good on the mic at least.
Yeah, but his matches, if you want
No,
similarity.
But at least Hogan's been in successful films that he carried himself. No help. Suburban Commando.
Yes.
Mr. Nanny.
Yes.
There was another one. No Holds Barred.
I was waiting. We were just talking about it like 20 minutes ago.
Totally
and I'm like, I'm
zoned
waiting
out
for
there.
it.
And there was also like Three Ninjas Kick High Mountain or whatever, but I was just, we're not going to talk about that.
I don't know. Is that the one with that Jonathan Brandis? Or is that a different one?
I don't know. 3 kids with Hulk Hogan. That's all I know. But Suburban Commando is the best. I was frozen today! That was the highlight of Christopher White's career. I think he did good for his role. That's what I would say. for his role because
Yes.
they knew I think the writers went into this going, he can't act for shit.
Well, yeah.
We just want a guy that's huge, and you know what?
He fills the role.
He, no pun intended. He filled the room.
Mm-hmm.
Like he's a big boy. He looks bigger. He does look bigger a little bit.
Yeah. The one thing is, Drax the Destroyer. It's like, okay, it sounds mean, it sounds menacing, but how many times does he get his ass kicked in this movie?
He just wanted a teddy bear. That's what he wanted to do. He just wanted to pet Rocket. He did. There you go, Rocket.
Attaboy.
That's kind of creepy. Rocket is all crying and everything. Like this feels like a bad lead up to a porno movie. They kind of took what he did. Like he could barely carry himself, so let's not put him in a huge role that he needs to say a paragraph. So let's keep things to sentences and then build from there. There's probably like 100 sentences they probably cut out of that movie that he said. And you know what? That's not his fault. His career has never been acting ever.
No. Well, yes, it is in a sense.
In a sense, but I mean, when he woke up,
he's not
as a
going to
kid,
be. I'm going to
said-
be in movies. Yeah.
and he woke up and said, "I'm going to be a bouncer." He did a great job at that. Apparently, you don't need to act that shit.
No.
Just got to throw punches. And then, who else am I missing here? Oh, John C. Reilly. Such a small bit role.
But
yeah,
perfect.
But perfect. Like, guys are the Guardians of the Galaxy. Oh, you got my message. 100% dick.
Yes.
I noticed
You got my dick message.
I noticed the one guy for, what's the name of that group?
Michael Rooker's group?
No, the other group. The Greater Good Goop.
Novacor?
Novacor. The main guy that was like, I'm totally against this plan. You know who that is? That was Sean's roommate in Shaun of the Dead. The asshole.
The fat guy?
No. The other guy. The guy that...
Oh,
that's who it
the other
was.
guy.
I was like, oh my
Yeah,
god.
you're right. Okay, now I know. who
He's
you're
finally in a movie again.
Yeah.
He's not a dick. Well, no, he was a dick.
Yeah, he
He
was.
was a dick. Michael Rooker was pretty decent, I think.
Yes.
Even though we don't know what's going on with that arrow. It could be considered an actor. It killed...
It was an excellent killing weapon.
AskANinja.com needs to ask questions about this because I was impressed. Hold on. Killed 20 guys. Oh,
and took down a spaceship.
And took down a spaceship. Like, that's... I want this arrow.
Maybe they should
Maybe
make
Stephen Amell should make this arrow.
I'm thinking the same thing.
Fuck. Oh, I whistled wrong. Somebody just got a freaking lobotomy. Whoops. So, overall presentation of the movie, I think it was pretty decent. I think it wasn't cheaped out in any shape or form. They spent a lot of money on it. They won't hide that.
Marvel never holds back on budget.
It's different because it's not Avi Arad running the show now. It's Kevin Feige, I think it is. Feige? I had his name before. Feige, yeah, Kevin Feige. He runs it now. I would like to know the price tag, but
Probably easily found. I'm thinking because of the sheer amount of CGI, it'd be a
Yeah.
hefty budget.
I think CGI was nice. It was crisp. It didn't seem over the top. What bothers me about Marvel films is that you'll have like a Marvel film like Captain America Winter Soldier where it relies on CGI, but it doesn't all the time. And the film is just impacting. Like, just the sheer fights are awesome. But then when you get a film like this, it's like, okay, we're going to take away from having these good fights, put more into like a CGI scene. I think the fight with Batista versus Ronin, the first time they fought, it was kind of cheese. Like, I mean, it kind of kept doing quick shots, and you couldn't really see anything. There's a lot of times where it was just a quick close-up, and you're like, okay, he threw him in a vat of fucking brain goo. That was awesome. I think they did a good job. I felt bad for Batista because I know that he had to sit in a chair for many hours every single day.
Yeah,
that's a
the
lot of
makeup
work.
was wow.
That was pretty intense.
Pretty much full upper body makeup.
And it's
which-
all little fucking details too.
Yeah.
And that must have been crazy. Unless they cheated out and did like a latex skin cover and just went like that. Well, they probably could. They probably did that, but I mean, just sitting there and hand painting every single day must have been a pain in the ass. But Zoe Saldana with the whole green shit.
Mm-hmm.
See those. But then you have Bradley Cooper and Vin Diesel who had the easiest job ever.
Yeah.
I just got talking to him like here and there. It wasn't overly too bad. But I think overall the film and that portion was pretty decent. But would you see it again?
I don't know if I would pay to see it again.
Okay. Was it worth the money the first time?
I would say yes.
Ooh,
I would say
that's big.
I would say
That's very
and coming, like I say, with my rage on comic book movies in general, yeah, I that's definitely, I'd put it top 5.
Top 5.
Top 5.
I gotta know
probably
what-
on the lower end of the 5.
It's like a 4 or the 5.
Yeah, it's gonna be there. There's not too many. Most of them I just rage. I do.
Have you even watched X-Men yet?
Days of Future Past?
Yeah.
Absolutely.
And where's that rank? I'm curious.
It is close. It
Really?
probably would be an honorable mention.
Honorable.
You know,
Is it because it wiped out what happened in the previous universe? It's technically rebooted the whole franchise?
it could be the saving grace?
It could. I think that was the best part of that film, was that when me and Rainer watched the film and then we saw that what they did and why they did is like, okay, you're in the top 5. Just because you took care of everything that was a problem.
And you erased basically the first 3.
Yeah. Like, the first movie wasn't too bad. I wouldn't go out of my way and say it was great. I think the third film, in my opinion, in that
I can't help but rage at Rogue's hair.
Oh, God.
That just...
I couldn't help the fact that that Jubilee was in every single film, and it's been in every single X-Men film, and it's cut out of... I feel bad for this poor girl that she shows up,
Good paycheck.
gets a paycheck, like probably a cheap paycheck. So they go, here's a couple $100, just go put this yellow raincoat. Yeah, you're Asian, perfect. Go over there, put on this yellow raincoat, and then every film she's sitting in the theater going, I'm going to be in this movie this time, I think I am. What the fuck? They cut me right out. Because she was in X-Men 1 in deleted scenes, X-Men 2 in deleted scenes, X-Men 3 in the deleted scenes. She apparently was in X-Men Days of Future Past. There is a promo poster for her out there. It does exist, because I don't remember what the magazine's called, but they actually did a promo of all the X-Men. There was 30 different covers.
Oh, wow.
And she was one of them. And I'm like, and she's cut out again.
Ooh, it's fireworks.
And I'm pissed off at the internet, because they said Nathan Fillion's going to have an honorable mention in this film, and he was somewhere we weren't even looking.
Like I say, anything I've read with his part, he was in the prison, he's an inmate, but you blink, you miss it.
Then what's the point of him even being in the film? Like, I mean, it's not like he's a small name person.
No.
I heard he's an asshole in person, but...
Even looking at the credits, though, there was some other names that jumped out.
Yeah.
Alexis Denisoff.
Yep.
From Buffy, Angel.
Yep.
He was in it. Did you see him?
Nope.
Exactly.
No, wait. I did. From he's black, right?
No.
The one black guy that was one of the Starfighters was in something else, though.
Oh, that's that
Yeah,
Hansu.
Yes.
Is his name, yeah.
Yeah, because he was in something else. I can't remember what, though. They had a lot of big name people in it. You just had to really pay attention to it. But I remember the original rumor was that Nathan Fillion was Nova, and then he's not. And then he said he was going to be the astronaut dog you did see, which he's not, and now he's an inmate. What the hell?
This way they don't link him to anything in particular, and they can use him in future if they absolutely want to.
Yeah, but they won't give him the role he wants. He wants to be Lantern. Damn it. Jesus H. Christ.
I don't know how I feel about
Really?
if he were to play Lantern. I really
Be
don't.
better than Reynolds.
Well, okay, which Lantern are we talking about, though? Are we going
I
to
don't
Hal
know
Jordan?
much. I don't know much
Okay.
Lantern. So you'd be kind of carrying this. He definitely wouldn't be the Black Lantern.
Well, I'd hope not.
Well, he could.
He could.
He could. CGI is a great thing.
He possibly could pull off the Hal Jordan. He's got the comedy value to him. Just from watching Castle, he can pull it off. Firefly.
Yeah. I don't know. I'm kind of...
I just don't...
Well, they rumored him to be in the Uncharted series, which he would play a good character.
He looks the part.
He would be a good Drake in that
He would
essence.
look the part, yes.
And he would have that type of sarcasm that he has. It's just kind of one of those... It's a dream, is what it is. But overall, I think Guardians of the Galaxy, we didn't really spoil too much. Good. That's excellent.
Yeah, small.
Small. I typically really rape the film in these podcasts. Like Expendables 3, I think, don't go see this film. Don't go see this film.
This is not fun.
It comes out on August 15th. It's August the 2nd. Don't go see this film. I'm saving you money. It's bad when I watch it. I'm like, oh my god, this has lost its continuity. Everything that I loved about the franchise has just been raked in front of me, and I can't...
You wouldn't even pay for it on demand, and that's only like $6.
I wouldn't even pay for it ever. I feel like I should be calling Kojiko and asking for my gig of bandwidth that I lost.
Ouch.
It was horrible. It was horrible.
Okay, I'll get.
It was horrible. Like, there's
it
really
was
bad films.
Yeah.
Like, I probably would go see. I don't even know what's a good comparison film. Oh, J. Edgar was pretty bad, and I think J. Edgar would be better. Yeah. That movie was bad. One Man's Crusade Becoming a Crossdresser. I would watch that again. That was pretty bad. I've seen a lot of bad films that I'm not even willing to mention because people would judge me. But this is one of those films that just kind of like, when I saw Expendables, like, I actually had people over, we're all excited to watch this. Gabby was here, and she's like, I know nothing about Expendables. I'll give this a shot. At the end, what the fuck was that? I don't even know. I think Brian's like, I think I just got herpes. I'm like, that's possible. Jeez, this movie was that bad. You carry that shit around like luggage. Like that, you can't. It's like a memory you can never lose.
No mind bleach, nothing.
So what is, out of 10, do you think you would rank Guardians of the Galaxy? And this is huge, being as which, like you even said yourself, and I agree with you, you're very critical.
Very critical of comic book movies, yes. Overall, period, I would give it probably between an 8 to an 8.5,
Oh, shit.
actually.
I didn't expect it to be that high.
I didn't expect it to be that high going into it.
Okay.
I was kind of, just from trailers, information that other people have talked about, and other people's reviews, I kind of was going into it with a mindset probably between a 6 and a 7.
I walked into it. I always go with the bar low because you can't be mad after.
Well, I do the same thing because it's comic book oriented, and the bar is pretty low.
There's only I think it was just the last Batman series that I've ever walked in with the bar high, and I wasn't fully disappointed. The Dark Knight, the last Dark Knight Rises, it was but it was more, not as much as a Batman film. It was just an epic battle film, is what it was. When I walked into this one, I'm like, I'm gonna say a 6 because I know nothing about Chris Pratt. I know some things about Zoe Saldana, and I like Bradley Cooper. I've never really had an issue with him. Then there was Batista, and I was kind of
Bautista.
Bautista. I am Bautista. And then Vin Diesel getting an easy paycheck. I'm gonna give it an 8, and that's pretty big for me as well because it's not the best Marvel film for me this year. It's still Captain America: Winter Soldier, which is big for me to say because I hate Captain America.
I have yet to see it. I have to, but
you have to go.
Maybe I'll rage when I watch it. You know,
you never know. Just record yourself just punching things. It's not going to be in my top 5 of all time Marvel films, but it was definitely a good film. There's just a lot of things I expect a little bit more from it. I guess I don't know what.
I find it's kind of one of those filler films until one of the other big ones comes out.
Well, it's because Marvel wants established franchises now because they have everything planned out to 2048 now.
Oh, that far?
That far.
We're not even going to make it that far. We're going to be dead.
We'll be dead before then, but I mean, we'll see a trilogy of Guardians of the Galaxy, and there's going to be a Guardians of the Galaxy Avengers team up at some point.
Ant-Man 5.
Ant-Man, which is not a marketable character. There's another one that's coming out with Michael Keaton. Birdman. Do you know Birdman?
No?
Yeah, well, Michael Keaton's Birdman, or he's in the movie Birdman.
All right.
Believe it or not.
I'll believe you.
Bird! Is it funny giving the bird to the bird? If anyone did not see that, it was the scene when he was doing the Jack-in-the-Box middle finger maneuver. He goes, I didn't know how this mechanic... I can't even say the word. It was actually pretty funny. Closed it. That part was kind of funny. I wish they stretched that out a little bit more. So I'm pretty much happy with Guardians of the Galaxy. I don't think that the movie was horrible at all.
No.
I think it was pretty decent for what it was.
Entertaining, to the point where it was tame for everybody, because I think it would definitely be more towards the younger generation, not necessarily the adult side.
Yeah.
With the comedy, not a lot of swearing in it at all.
No, there was none. Well, Jackass. Jackass and shit are the only two swear words.
That's all I really caught.
We're standing around in a circle like a bunch of jackasses. I think, but there's a gripe that comes out of that. And my gripe is, if your child is less than the age of 10, don't take him to the theater. Not like that.
Yeah.
I heard the kid crying in the back. I was like,
I heard two children, because one was on the far right of us and one was just kind of behind us.
Oh.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, I know you want to bring the kids in the movie, but no. Well, that's okay, because my oldest nephew is going to see Guardians of the Galaxy. But before he goes and see this movie, he technically becomes 11. So he's okay.
Yeah.
He's okay at that point. Okay, so that is that. And AJ's definitely been... Thank you for joining the podcast today.
It's all good.
30 minutes!
Cool.
Whoa, I'm stretching it. We're at 28 right now. We've got 2 minutes of filler.
Oh, no.
Ryan Reynolds is Deadpool. How's that? We were talking about that.
We were on the way back.
Rumor has it, which I'll say, is that that's test footage from 2011, but apparently it was leaked.
Oh yes. You mean like when the iPhone, it just happens to be left on a table?
And yeah, there's things that I've learned from the video. Like the video's funny. I had a couple good laughs at it. Like when the car's tumbling and it slows down, he's got a picture of the guy getting his head chopped off, and he's pointing at it before he chops off the guy's head. But I learned that Ryan Reynolds could not be Deadpool. That's what I learned from that video. He's not as funny as I thought he would have been if he was really Deadpool. And if it's going to be a CGI film, that only tells me that it's not going to go to the theater. It's going to go straight to DVD or digital.
It's the thing is, though, it's not a question of Ryan Reynolds being funny. It's the script.
Yeah.
That's what it is. That's what it comes down to.
The problem is, and I was saying this in the car, is that now that Nolan North has played Deadpool in a video game, and I've seen how funny he can be,
right?
I just don't think I can see Ryan Reynolds meeting that level that he's set. And that's me just trying to push the envelope. But I mean, I'm a diehard Deadpool fan, and that only started recently last year. No, I was a fan of Deadpool, but not till recently when I really got into his comics. Like, he's got... Nolan North is more of a believable voice for Deadpool. I hear that voice when I read the comics, not Ryan Reynolds. Just kind of like how I hear Kevin Conroy's voice whenever Batman's being played in anything. Because it's fucking Kevin Conroy. Like, yeah, Batman, motherfucker. Batman, motherfucker. Alright, and that is 30 minutes.
Fantastic.
Are you going to end the podcast first? How do we end the podcast?
We don't.
We don't.
We just let it go.
We just let it go? Oh, that doesn't sound like fun.
I know. Actually, you know what? Perfect way to end it.
Okay.
Michael Bay.
No! Enjoy your chimichanga.
Game over, man. It's game over.
Thanks for listening to the Droids You Are Looking For podcast. Stay tuned for next week's podcast.
Remember, the Force will be with you, always.